Pick a card according to your guides, overcoming blockages. This is special collab with Divine Soul Oracles. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD. I'm here to do another pick a card reading. I'm doing a collaboration with the incredible Divine Soul Oracles. I will link her channel below in the description box as per usual. So thank you for tuning in. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, welcome. And if you're a repeat offender, thank you so much for stopping back in. We're going to get a little bit of a sagey sage going as per usual, so we can cleanse out any energies and simply just keep our routine going, right? I also set an intention, and we're going to do that with a little bit of fire. We all love a little bit of fire, don't we? Here we go. I love that. So we're going to be looking at, according to your guides, overcoming blockages for the win. This is our intention and selection portion of the reading. If you want to skip, go ahead and jump to your pile and I'll meet you there. Otherwise, pile number 1, what do we have for you? Overcoming blockages for the win. Overcoming blockages for the win for pile 1. All right, got a jumper. What else do we have? There's pile 2. And there's pile 3. Pile number 1, you're going to be dissonance. Pile number 2 is perspective. And pile 3. And pile number 3 is neglectfulness. Hang in there with me. I'll get you through this, you guys. Overcoming blockages according to spirit for the win. I'll see you at your pile. Please pause if you need more time. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD. Pile number 1, if you chose this card, dissonance, then this reading is for you. I want to let you know also that this is a collaboration with Divine Soul Oracles. So please go check out Toni Lynn's channel. You are absolutely going to love her as well if you haven't already checked her out. So you chose dissonance. Now, I've already done these readings, but I had to actually do them once again. So this is a take 2. And interestingly enough, I already pulled a card and it already is very cohesive and it resonated. So pile number 1, we got nature. As far as overcoming blockages for the win. So nature, notice the harmony around you. And yet we have the card that clearly states dissonance. Now, it is a musical term. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be, I guess, but it can be affiliated with music. And I'm feeling like right now the obstacle in your life is having dissonance among peers, among friends, family, perhaps even coworkers. You can even be at odds with yourself. And so the obstacle for you is to overcome this. And even actually, the card gives us a clue as to what type of vibration we want to be in. We want to be in tune. In other words, we want to resonate with people. We want to be in harmony and experience that resonance. We want to go with the harmony that is around us. That doesn't mean that we're like just acquiescing or agreeing with everything around you, but vibrationally that you are in alignment, meaning that you're calling people around you that are in alignment with you and vice versa. Okay, so birds of a feather kind of an idea. So maybe perhaps you are at this point in time feeling kind of isolated and surrounded by not much, hence the isolation, right? I'm getting these cards flipping out already, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. So maybe you've withdrawn, maybe you've pulled away from the world in order to make an assessment, or perhaps this is stating that you've been in a withdrawn I don't know, in a withdrawn manner for quite some time. And this is what needs to change, because where once upon a time, these walls, this withdrawal, this retreat, whatever you want to call it, has served a purpose, like to allow you time to go in, allow you time to be alone with your thoughts, allow you to commune with nature, to be able to get things done, to be able to rest, and all those good things. By this point in time, Spirit is saying, your spirit guides are saying, that is a time to come out of this. Now, for me, my instant mind goes into panic. I'm like, well, I'm quite comfortable being isolated, and it has nothing to do with, the occurrences of 2020 and things like that. No global thing, but it just is. And so you could be basically in a state of life where you are quite comfortable with where you're at, and yet, unbeknownst to you, I'm seeing like a lot of weeds being brought up around you and surrounding you. So whereas once it was, you had a beautiful clearing and a clear shot of like the water, and you could see sunset, sunrise, and things were comfortable because the walls were actually supporting you. These walls are actually holding you prisoner in a whole different way. So there is going to be a time, like even these sunflowers right here, there's a time to make an assessment and see, okay, well, this was working for me and it worked quite nicely. And yet it's provided its own set of obstacles and challenges now, because I don't want to say it's like we've overstayed our welcome. That could be for some of you guys, but I want to say that that era, that period, that chapter in your life has been fulfilled already. So there is kind of an unwrapping, if you will. Okay, so here I have the Two of Wands right here, and this person's holding up Saturn, and that is quite interesting, isn't it? I think that you're going to be having some choices to be made pretty soon coming up. And this is going to help you to really get back into the swing of things, get back into society once again. And it doesn't have to look like the way you used to participate in society. If this is resonating with you, then by all means, let me know by giving me a like, share, comment, subscribe. But if this is not resonating, then go ahead and take a look at one of the other readings if they call to you, because this is what it's about. Yeah, so let's see what our options are. Let us look. Pile number 1. Show me overcoming blockages for the win. Why is the Two of Wands here? Okay, yeah. So look, the number 20 with Judgment. So I feel like in a lot of ways you've allowed yourself to be refreshed. You have been refreshed. In many ways you've been restored spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And if we stay in the same state or stasis, then I feel like that wheel, like the Wheel of Fortune is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, will wind up turning. It will be to our... It's going to make things worse for you. I mean, too much of a good thing is never a good thing. And so it's going to throw you out of balance. So right now you're in balance, but I feel like you're starting to see the little weeds kind of crop up, which means that you're starting to see that you definitely have some options available to you. Now, this isn't to frighten you or to anything, but to simply Spirit letting you know that what made you comfortable once upon a time is on a new rotation once again. And if we stay the same, we become stagnant and therefore we stop living. So Spirit has more in store for you. And this is an obstacle. It's getting away from that like comfort zone, that mentality. And perhaps it's a fear. I too, in fact, have like a phobia of kind of getting out there once again, whatever that means to you. It could be in society, it could be in dating, it could be in socializing, it can be, if you retreated from the world ever since 2020, then even getting back into a regular, routine in life that isn't withdrawn from society. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles right here, this is about really making an educated decision. Like, is it worth your time? Has it been giving you what you need? The blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it, is it reciprocal energy right now? There's a lot of yellow right here, which tells me that this is a point of power for you. And it's going to help you to really be able to see if you are growing, then that's great. If the way that you're living is currently incredibly beneficial and still thriving and still satisfying and giving you peace, and that is one thing. But I feel like you're learning that it is a double-edged sword. Anything that can cure us, they often say, right, that the medicine is in the poison sometimes. So we want to be careful that we haven't taken things too far. So I definitely feel like the wheel is turning, because even intuitively I kept putting this back to resonance. And of course it makes a card straight right here. But you could be also having a real attachment to like music, or a return for love of music. I personally have not really been listening to music for a long time now. But yeah, look. Well, you can't look, but look. So new beginnings. So we just got a jumper right here. So it's going to be a new beginning for you, where things are resonating and you are going to be closer to nature. I mean, these two little beans right here are in the buff, right? And they are really symbolic of where your life is headed right now. So if you started to notice that things are turning and moving slowly, or that maybe even the water's gotten stagnant, that you're getting stagnant emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or that you're a little bit listless or restless, then that is your sign, just knowing that things are about to turn for you. Now, this could be a return also, because I'm getting indication to your sacral chakra, and that is about like really enjoyment of life, and feeling fulfilled, and feeling the gusto, and having the ability to care about like the things that you eat, and the flavors, and the aromas. And so you could really have a lot of zeal, because I'm saying bellissimo and things like that, just having a natural zeal for things. The more that you actually get out there, remove yourself a little bit more from isolation. So this doesn't have to be like all at once, but you're definitely having a new beginning. And that's how you are going to overcome blockages. So part of it is just accepting that, you know, with the cycle of life, everything, the only thing constant is change, right? And so for people like myself, I'm definitely a fixed sign. I'm a Leo. It's very difficult for me to want to welcome change like that. But here we are. So show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see for pile one, please. This overcoming blockages for the win. I'm going to take these 3 cards. We've got the 7 of Cups. You have options. You have choices. Make sure that you're not just daydreaming. Make sure that you write down these option choices, because you want to make sure that you choose from a place that's really well balanced and very educated and very centered and not emotional. Also, what appears to be like a little cup offering can actually be a really big deal for you. Look, the wheel, this is what I was picturing in my mind. So making sure that you stay centered to whatever changes are being brought about, or whatever options are transpiring, that you stay centered. And the more centered you are focused on the wheel, the less ups and downs that you're going to have. Now, again, for some of us, change is not easy. It's always going to be a challenge, and it can always be scary. But hang in there, because this is the Wheel of Fortune, a change for the better. The number 10 reduces to number 1, which goes back to the new beginning. And then we have here, once again, being featured the Page of Swords. So I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of homework. Someone else could be doing a lot of homework on you, in fact. So this could be offer of like maybe perhaps a new job, or an offer of love. But whatever it is, I feel like it's going to put you with the right amount of social, with the right amount of being seen once again, and with the right amount of nature. It's going to prune back all the things that are overgrown in your life that really need to be tended to in order for you to be seen, in order for you to function properly in a way, in a way that's going to really help spirit move you forward. So overcoming these blockages, you're going to be setting some new intentions about these new beginnings, and it's going to be pretty darn amazing. I think once again that you will be looking at the Page of Swords, doing a lot of investigating, a lot of homeworking, a lot of writing things down. Woo-wee! Yeah, and maybe even realigning. You know, this could be a realignment with your job, with your work, with your personal life. It could be all the above. Some of you guys are making a ton of changes, but this strength card coming out here tells me that you have everything within you already to make these beautiful changes and to overcome these blockages. The biggest blockage currently, pile number one, is going to be you. And as I say that, I definitely am speaking to myself. Okay, so let me know what you think about this. I'm wondering if we should get a couple of, let's get a couple of these here. Yeah. Let's get, because the first time I did the reading, these were really beautiful. But let's see, show me what I need to see for pile number one. A little bit more information. These are so awkward to shuffle. For pile one, please. Pile one, overcoming blockages. Thank you. So we have a cat, a two-faced friend, and I think some of you guys are really not going to be surprised by that. Leg, stepping into a new experience that has everything to do with the new beginning we just spoke about. Now, what do we have here? Woman, dealings or a relationship with a woman. Okay. What else do we need to know? Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. So you could have a two-faced friend or someone who's just being foolish. Position of authority. And I feel like pile number one, that could be something that is actually coming to you. The scissors. Disappointment in some affair. So that could be about the friend being basically a turkey. Peacock, beware of great pride. Yeah. So maintaining the semblance of balance and humility is going to really help you. Looking at this logically and not getting overly emotional like one way or another is going to really help you maintain your balance. And also look at all the different aspects of your opportunities that are headed your way. Because if you don't see them here now, they're definitely here and here to stay. Big changes. Last message for pile number one, please. Overcoming blockages for the win. As I dump all the cards in, I feel like a lot of you guys can suffer from anxiety as well. This is juggling maybe two important things. The Knight of Swords, once again, a lot of communication could be, I heard written communication, even spoken communication, but utilize your brains. Look at all the sass that she's got going on here. I mean, she knows she's a queen. I feel like you know that you have high intellect. So make sure that you're coming and operating and making decisions from a place of intellect versus emotion. And I feel like that will really help balance you out in the center of the wheel so that you're not taking those like really obnoxious rides. The first wheel rides of the high highs and the low lows. All the things that we do not want. And then we have a celebration. This celebration can involve a reunion. It could be a lot of different people just enjoying something. It could be a bar mitzvah, a birthday party, happy hour. It could be, I don't know, the opening up of a business. It could be tying up loose ends. It could be so many different things. A graduation, fill in the blanks, okay? So we have Lovers and the Eight of Cups. Then we have a lot of, 5, 6, 7. So the Seven of Cups coming out once again. So yeah, you guys could be really involved with something that has like a really deep connection. So this could be involving love or something that you love a lot. And because this seems to be quite the cotton candy mess right here between the two, it could be people that have like a shared illusion. So you want to be careful that when you resonate, you're not sharing necessarily in illusions or things that really don't behoove you. Also, this could be involved like making a choice between two different people, two different things. With the Two of Pentacles, that was definitely indicated there. And I feel like you could have a lot of peace because you know that your walk away is strong. So you're not really tied to things anymore on a emotional level. I feel like you have the ability to think things through and to make rational or even radical choices for yourself. Look. Yeah, these choices are going to help ground you, help give you exactly what it is that you're looking for. She seems to be intrigued by whatever it is on her hand. But the most that I am noticing is this dove coming in here for her, and how beautiful it is out there for her. So it's time to step outside into the sun once again, into life, into maybe a way of doing things or a way of life that you haven't done in a long time, in order for this change to manifest, in order for you to be able to really enjoy your treasures, and in order for you to really be rooted with your root chakra, in order for you to feel balanced. And yeah, again, too much, I'm getting too much of a good thing. So I feel like you need balance and order, and that's going to help you feel rooted, grounded, and secure. You've done enough of the shadow work, and right now is the time to call in people that you resonate with, the resonance once again, instead of the dissidents that didn't know. I'm like, this is why I don't record when it's too late for me. I'm like, dissonance, okay? Instead of the dissonance that has been kind of knocking on your door. And if you haven't noticed it yet, I feel like vibrationally you're going to start seeing many, many different changes, especially in the days and months ahead. Now, up till 7 months from now, I feel like things are going to be really radically different for you. So be sure to ask Spirit for a lot of help, ask your true friends, and then be careful, because you do have that two-faced, that scallywag that is an imposter friend and somebody acting foolishly. So follow your intuition, don't give more than you need to. And that is what I have for you. So thank you so much for your time. Much, much love to you. Until next time, namaste. Hi, panel number 2. My name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading. Now, this is going to be a collaboration with the incredible Toni Lynn from DivineSolOracles. So once you watch your pile, please be sure to go visit her, because you are going to be astounded and amazed. I love her readings. They're definitely unique, they're detailed, and on point. Pile number 2, I'm going to get a little bit of sagey sage going on here. Pile number 2, I've in fact shot this video twice. I've kept the first card that we pulled. I guess your spirit guides in me, right? With perception and discernment, it has misjudgment. It's got clairvoyance as well. So let's see where this goes. Overcoming blockages for the win. Energy, intensity, passion, and power. And it's all about your perception. Let's get a little bit more energy here. Overcoming blockages for the win. Show me what I need to see. Overcoming blockages for the win. For pile 2, please. I'd like 2 cards. With a moon. And, okay, and maybe your wealth. I'm hearing solitude. I don't usually get necessarily solitude with a 9 of Pentacles, but it could be. Yeah, it's about perception. It's about your energy. And maybe you've been feeling a little bit low on energy. Maybe your energy is shifting. I'm hearing that somebody has a hard time with their nerves. I'm getting compassion fatigue. I'm getting healing from trauma and a rewiring of your system. The King of Swords. This is getting clarity. So there's something that you haven't been really clear upon as far as why you could be like low on energy, or your energy is just really different from other people's. And I've struggled with chronic fatigue my entire life. And there appears to be, yeah, I don't know, maybe you could struggle with something like that and not have any real clear answers. A lot of times people have to go to the doctor many times in order to receive like a valid and accurate diagnosis. Okay. So this is Three of Pentacles right here. Cooperation, collaboration. And look at this little scallywag over here going, shh, I'm going to do it my way. Don't tell anybody. We're going to get more information about this. I'm not entirely sure about this, but this is perception. I'm feeling like people could be wondering if you're doing things on the sly, on the slick. I feel like you could have a lot of people wanting to infiltrate on your energy field in general. Wow, this wasn't even part of the deck. And here we are with the Page of Swords. Yeah, so people are definitely trying to infiltrate on your energy. People that you cooperate with or collaborate with, which is really quite interesting. I don't know where people have the time or the energy to want to do stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me. It's weird. Okay, let's just call it what it is. So you could energetically be perceiving this, getting a download, and therefore maybe part of your energetic body is closed off. So be aware of your energy around people in general. That's the one thing that I'm going to tell you with this. And the blockages for the win is your energy field and becoming more attentive, more perceptive about why your energy ebbs and flows. Why do you feel like sometimes you're overloaded and you need to kind of withdraw and things like that? I would look at who's around you, or also I feel like some of you guys could be empaths and you're actually sucking up and absorbing energy around you that doesn't belong to you. One more card here. The Page of Cups. Okay. So there is actually a great mystery right here. I do feel like okay, let's reel it in, Grisel. I feel like you have people siphoning off of your energy, first of all. And this could be where they plug into your, energetic field. And this could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But you have people that actually are siphoning your energy, okay? I think that they use you for maybe inspiration, for, I don't know, to kill boredom, but there's a lot about spying, about doing homework on you, about, I've had people like read my journals and help themselves because they thought that was okay, and read them to me over the phone. I mean, just really interesting things like that. And I'm going to say that you are really growing and changing. And a lot of what is on your mind is actually blooming. You could be a little bit in the shadows currently. And all of this is really about perception. I feel like people don't really quite understand you. And therefore you could attract a lot of people that want to get into your business. It still doesn't really make sense to me, just to be perfectly honest. Okay, so these are coming out just like this. So we have abundance with the King of Swords. I feel like something hidden from you, something hidden about what will be helpful to you. Like it could be a supplement or a reason why you feel drained all the time, or a reason why your nerves are frayed. Sometimes I actually feel like my nerves are not on fire, but they're so tender. I feel like I energetically pick up other people's energy as well, that I need to kind of withdraw and take care of myself. So you could be coming into maybe union, I feel, with somebody who has some answers for you. Like maybe they could even accidentally say something, and that can cause a massive transition, a big transition for you, a way that you think about yourself, a way that you really process and analyze, a way that you handle other people's energy, I'm going to say right now. Also, I feel like there is a clearing right here with this energy field. I feel like these clouds are parting, and you are actually, I feel like you have great stage presence. You could be somebody who's known for standing alone, for having their own abundance, for being able to kind of, I don't know, I'm hearing bougie, and you don't have to be like necessarily bougie like TV. You could be, well, I mean, even some of these people like the Kardashians are kind of broke bougies too. They don't really pay for a lot and they owe a lot. But You could be somebody who likes to recycle, upcycle, or make your own things. But for whatever reason, your energy is very luxurious when people get around you. But you could have underlying conditions like health issues, or have your nerves actually feeling frayed and things like that. So I feel like somebody's going to come in here and actually reveal to you, because it's a great mystery as of right now, but they will shed light upon what has been on your last nerve. Let's just say that. It is all about your perception. And I think that you waited for a really long time with this. I'm going to say that in spite of, my stomach's like, hey, what's up? I feel like you've maybe perhaps gotten used to things like this. You've gotten used to the mystery and used to not knowing, and maybe perhaps you gave up on getting results or answers on what is going to really help your energy level and achieve a peace about it, because there is, again, a reference to nerves. I feel like this is your sympathetic nervous system, or even your parasympathetic nervous system. So you can look into that, obviously seek a medical professional. But I feel overall that your perception is changing, that things that have been going on in your mind are actually blooming right now in a really positive way. And I feel like you could have been silent for a long time regarding some issues, and with the release of that silence is going to be a stabilization of your energetic and auric field, I'm hearing, and that is going to really be helping your nerves to calm and settle down. I feel like excuse me, with this, I'm like, what is that I just burned? It smells different. Okay. I have 2 incense going, and it's not the one I thought. But with this abundance right here, look at the bow on the top of her head. I mean, this is, you have a lot of action going on in your crown chakra. And I feel like finally things are blooming. Things are coming to see the light of day, and you're starting to see the flowers around you. And it could involve like somebody apologizing or expressing something to you that they haven't expressed. As I have the heart, she's holding almost like her heart chakra, love and emotions. But this could be somebody who was maybe quick to walk away, who didn't stick around, and you're thinking, well, like, when pigs fly, I'll get that apology, something to that effect. But I think that you're gaining clarity, and that's also going to help to calm your system down overall. I feel like with this bow on top of her head, whatever it is that you are thinking about and focused on, you are definitely manifesting. So beware of the things, 1111 on the camera, and beware of the things that you set your mind to, okay? Because this is a period of transition. I feel like the looking and the not talking is going to be over with, if it hasn't been already, for a little bit of time now. And that means that you're going to be speaking your truth. I feel like you're going to you've had somebody on the wings that have been maybe like looking towards you, and this could be professionally, I heard medically, I don't know what that means, but it could be professionally, or like a friend, or somebody who's been friend zone, or a family member, somebody who is going to really be able to awaken your crown chakra and be able to give you more colors into your life. I feel like there is a cohesiveness about you guys, a twinning, if you will, a very easy exchange of energy between you guys. And part of that is going to really help facilitate this transition that you're undergoing currently. Watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts, because thoughts become things. Things become actions, okay? Or is it thoughts become actions and actions become things? Either way, it's going to be very important that I see a lot of pillars right here too, that you really mind your thoughts. I feel like you are definitely high-minded, especially with the white attire right here. I feel like you're definitely connected with spirit. I think that you think a lot. You can ruminate a lot. Be careful with those thoughts, because that could actually fray your nervous system. And in fact, I was watching one of the videos from DivineSolOracles, which is this collaboration, right? And Toni Lynn was talking about really watching your intake, basically your consumption of media, whether it's social media, whether it's going through pictures, whatever it is that you're consuming really has a lot of control, and it will set precedence over how your future looks and what you manifest. So beware of what it is that you are focused on is the biggest thing. Now, you could be seeing butterflies, you could be seeing pink bows. That could mean something to someone. You could really, if you like wearing bows and things like that, maybe perhaps that would be something that you could look out for. It's like it's an attraction for bows. Now, this all of a sudden looks like a little wreath, and she is smelling the wreath. And if I soften my gaze, so I'm going to say that for me, a wreath is always about graduating. Think about the world where something is ending and something new is beginning, right? And everything is exchange, an energetic exchange, and an energetic change. So there could be major transitions for you. Your energy could be softening up quite a bit. I feel like I hear romance. I heard the word romance. So I don't know, you could have been single for a long time, male or female, it doesn't make a difference. But I feel like your perception is allowing for a lot more clarity, for things to really come into fruition for you, and not and things to happen for you, not necessarily happen to you. So look out for all of these things, because I feel like you're going to receive... What am I throwing? What was that? Oh, you're going to receive a lot of confirmations. I threw my green Sharpie. So for me, that even that is a sign. I think that you are going to be growing a lot of different areas that previously may have been like hidden or stagnant prior to this time, especially when you consider a mental shift on things. Okay. Yep. If there's been any fighting, battling, grappling, this could be even looking like self-doubt, not really sure what we're doing. I feel like all of that you can manifest by your thoughts alone, but you can also bring a lot of peace and abundance with your expression. Now, one thing I do want to point out is your thoughts, right, we're talking about we're talking about thoughts become things, and these are the blockages that you could experience. Overcoming blockages for the win. In this case, we're talking about your inner demons. It could be things that you really wrestle with, your own energy, and where you put that energy towards. Because you could have battles within your mind that could affect your abundance and your self-expression. Of course, people could bring battles to your doorstep, but it's up to you if you want to pick up the wand and participate, or if you want to keep it moving. Guess what I'm suggesting? You gotta move it, move it. What else do I need to see, please? The Page of Pentacles. Things will be slow in developing, but it is a short thing. Sometimes slow and steady wins a race. I think that you are in a period of observing transitions, people transitioning around you, your own relationships also changing and transforming and transitioning. Some for the better and some for revealing what they really were the whole time. I feel like you've had people that are energetically competitive with you that don't really say it. It's almost like I'm hearing on your mark, get set, go. You're not going to get that warning. They're just automatically competing with you for whatever reason. And I feel like it has to do with your energy, okay? For some of you guys, it has to do with your reputation. And for others, I feel like maybe they have an idea of what your abundance is or where it comes from, and they want it for themselves, and it's very much coveted, but that too is being revealed to you. And how you overcome this blockage, this energetic blockage, is just being aware of energy, your own, other people's, and the energy that you are absorbing, okay? So with the Three of Wands, you've been waiting, and you've been waiting for some time, I feel like, for clarity, for wisdom. Yeah, and you are the great manifestor right now. So once again, gain clarity on what it is that you want. I feel like with this, it is also mentioning the infinity cycle right here, right? Infinity is all about cycles. It could be number 8, repeating things, but also stands for abundance and divine protection. It is also on the top of the mind right here. So protect your thoughts. Some of you guys are wanting to wear things over your head, kind of like maybe even subconsciously wanting to wear hats and things like that, because you are actually trying to really protect your mind, and you're trying to protect your mind on the 5D level, okay, and the 3D. So I think that basically you're trying to protect your mind because your hair is a receptor. So you're trying to protect your mind from other people as well, because people can really want to dump poison into your mind as well. So you want to watch out for that. And the last card for you, pile number 2, is get enough rest. Make sure you get enough rest. Make sure, I mean, if you want to bring a little plushie to bed with you, I don't care what your age, male, female, it doesn't make a difference to me. I think that the Four of Swords really can have a lot to do with healing. And I feel like healing your energetic body, and maybe you could look at a practitioner, really heal if you have holes in your auric field and things like that. That is going to be really helpful for you to address those issues. Also, I feel like you're going to undergo a time where you are kind of processing the ends, the remnants of maybe some old betrayals and things like that, so that you actually can move on. Boom. So for real, that's your last card. So Temperance, yeah, you have an angelic protection around you for sure. And I feel like you are actually an earth angel. People might have you really confused. And I think that that too is going to really stabilize, because there's been like illusions, misconceptions, maybe even with the fact that you haven't really spoken your truth and things like that because of the silence right here. And I feel like your silence is breaking. In fact, when you look at this card, I always think of this as like some kind of a ring around her head, energetic, like an energetic muzzle. And I feel like this is just stating that that muzzle has broken, is broken, has been broken. And you be prepared, pile number 2, to speak your truth more than ever. But it comes from a place of observation, a place of wisdom, a place of... I feel like breaking down molds and ideas of people's perceptions, even perceptions of you and vice versa. But I don't think that that is your responsibility to correct things that, if people are committed to misunderstanding you, then believe them. And that's okay too. I don't often spend a lot of time trying to explain myself to people who simply don't like me or are determined to misunderstand me in some way, shape, and form. It really isn't worth your time, your energy, or your effort. I feel like you are, because of the high-mindedness, and you're transforming so many different things in your mind, and you're maybe even exploring things about vibration and the law of assumption and the law of attraction, all those things that you're actually bringing into play. You're starting to see great manifestations in your own life. And I think that that's going to really help other people as well. Now, those who accept you do, and those who won't probably never will. And we got to be okay with that. But know that you're divinely guided, divinely protected, and the wait is almost over. It really is about your perception. So take a look at your perception, especially the negative ones, because I could have a lot of self-perceptions about myself that are not great. Gain clarity on that, and just know that some things are still hidden, but they are about to be revealed. It could be by a male or somebody who is incredibly intellectual. I can say 1 or 2 things that really kind of set your mind on fire and give you the clarity that you need, okay? So that's what I have for you. Once again, make sure that you give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, and please go see Divine Soul Oracles with Toni Lynn, and let me know what you think, because I know you're going to love her. Thank you so much. Until next time, namaste. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD. Pile number 3, thank you for stopping by. And again, this is a collaboration with Divine Soul Oracles, the beautiful Toni Lynn. Please go and check out her channel. I know that you are going to absolutely love it. Pile number 3, Let's get a little bit of sagey sage going on here. And you pulled neglectfulness. Now, don't freak out on me. It's all right. I gotcha. Because the interesting part is I pulled a secondary anchor card, if you will. And we got rest. Give yourself time to rest. Give yourself time to recuperate. As I suck in all the smoke. One moment, please. Pardon me. Okay. So, give yourself time to recuperate, is what the actual card says. And it's interesting because even in this rest, she doesn't appear to be like sleeping or zoning out or watching mindless TV like somebody else we know here. That would be me. Look at her. Her rest appears to be like, let me just walk around Nikki, or kind of dreaming, floating into the ethers. She looks like she's clapping and maybe even dancing. So it's a definite, I think it's going to be a little bit different what your mode of rest is. And maybe your mode of rest is kind of like letting your hair down. Okay. So this neglectfulness can have to do with self-care. Maybe you have not given yourself time to really enjoy music and go dancing or dance in your home. I'm just now moving a super stiff shoulder. So you could have had like a rigid schedule, or you could be really hard on yourself. And that is part of what this neglectfulness is that you're not adhering to the need, the call of your body to be able to relax, to be able to unwind. Maybe even you like making music. So I don't know your life, right? But let's get a little bit more energy here. I feel like this can also involve like even daydreaming, allowing yourself to, for example, like look at the clouds and observe the shapes and kind of get lost a little bit in fantasy. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. So what is overcoming blockages for the win here mean to you, or what is for you? Oh, wow. Okay. The more that you rest, the more that you rejuvenate, recuperate, the more that you are going to feel things coming together. We have the Lover's card here, along with the Queen of Wands. I feel like you could have been really focused for a long, long time on your business, on work, on prosperity, on building your foundation, on that root chakra. Now, yeah, that would make sense. Now it's time to really kind of reap the rewards of what you have accomplished thus far. So I feel like you don't pause. You don't allow yourself time to celebrate. Give yourself time to recuperate. Part of recuperating is spending time with friends, energetic bonds that are healthy. Interesting. Bottom of the deck. What? Okay. This is quite the unexpected reading thus far. Pile number 3, I mean, these are amazing. The biggest thing is I feel like you're really, really hard on yourself. I feel like, yes, it's great to be a mover and a shaker, but I feel like that could be, you know, toxic motivation as well. You want to be really careful that you are, and I feel like I'm preaching, and I'm like, Crystal, you know this is you, so hush, right? But honestly, I feel like you've been so focused on, like, maybe your foundation, on how you earn a living or establishing yourself or whatever, that you've really neglected the simple joys in life, like enjoying meeting with friends, having coffee, like having a drink. I think that you're not seeing things that are like right in front of you for a lot of reasons. And part of your recuperation is enjoying being free, enjoying being at peace with how things are. And I was also let it be, start thinking about, like, you know, when you go through school and you have like these little ceremonies, like you go kindergarten and, I don't know, after I reached first it was like graduation, anyways, my era. But when my son was growing up, it was about promotion. This, you know, here's a 4th grade promotion. And I'm like, what kind of terminology are we using? Where are we going to demote our kids? But anyways, I digress. So I feel like really observing your own like promotions, giving yourself promotions, celebratory stages. Oh wow, look at that. Celebratory stages. That's such a incredible card here. That is going to really serve to help elevate you, to make you feel complete. And rest doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, you're not sleeping, you're not this. It could be that your mind is on fire all the time, 24/7, like mine is. But I'm gonna say, with the Queen of Wands right here, I feel like there is something that someone that's been leaning towards you that you haven't really even noticed. And this could be like a partner. Maybe you have been neglectful about your partner. Maybe you haven't been stopping to smell the roses or stopping to smell the sunflowers. Interestingly enough, I watched, I think it was a TikTok or something, and this girl was trying to make a reel, or I don't know what she was doing, but she leans over and she tries to like smell the flower, and there's a legit bee in there, and she snorted the bee up her nostril, and the next thing you know, they show her face all swollen, nostrils all swollen. I don't know, I just felt compelled to share that with you. You're welcome. But this could have to do with, you know, really enjoying people around you, people in your sphere of existence right now. It could be friends, it could be family, friends of choice, family of choice, and just really enjoying, not necessarily even like the drinking scene and things like that. It could be not, but really enjoying that deep connection. I feel like it's time to kind of slow down, stop, and allow yourself time to rest. Give yourself that promotion. Celebrate the things that you've endured, that you've overcome. You could be a lot like me. Like, once no sooner do I achieve like one thing, I'm like, all right, next. And I don't really stop to really give myself a break and go, wow, that was really cool. And that's another form of expressing gratitude. Now here we have the Lovers, and they're just like focused. I love this card because look, he's sporting a mohawk, and she's got the witchy hair, and she's got like a little shawl thing. I don't know. It's super cool. But it also gives me a little bit of a Hangman vibe. So don't leave people that like love you or support you or are in your sphere of existence. Don't leave them hanging emotionally, because you are too busy chasing after maybe a little bit of a, I don't know, toxic productivity, right? And that could be part of your blockage, is really gaining a different perspective. Even maybe pile number 2 could have something there for you if you feel led to it. Now right here, I have a Page of Cups and this fish coming out of a cup. I mean, fish doesn't even fit in there, first of all. And this girl is a little bit like, wait a minute, I have an idea. So that is quite a different depiction. Oh, yeah. So the number 3 could stand for like a reunion as well. So there could be a reunion that is quite shocking. A reunion that was really hard. I just woke up and my mouth is like really not wanting to work right now. But this could be a reunion that really stuns and shocks you, and it shakes the foundation of everything that you maybe perhaps have built and stands for, not in a bad way, but in an energetic way. Because I feel like this could be like a child saying something to you, or like a small apology, or this could be like even a pregnancy. But this tower is really powerful because it's depicted as, it's personified, right? It's human. And this tower has their hands clenched like in a fist, almost like super angry, yelling to the heavens. The mouth is open, and this lightning bolt is shocking it awake. Then we have the Crown. So I feel like this is something that can really kind of blow your mind, something that is quite unexpected, but I feel like it involves an apology more than anything. That's why I'm like, for those of you that read tarot, or those of you that understand a little bit and are freaked out by the tower, don't be totally freaked out by that. Just make sure that you are taking care of self, right? Taking care of things in a proper way. This could have to do with like parenthood. Yeah, this could be even having to do with like a reunion with your child, depending on an age and things like that. But it could be something that even maybe your child reveals during a reunion to you. So all of that, let's get a little bit more Show me what I need to see. Maybe there's been a blockage with you and your child, or there's been silence. Show me what I need to see, please. Look at this. Like there's lightning all over the place. And lightning going even down. Interesting. Okay. It almost feels like a nerve. So the Ten of Swords right here. This always looks to me like the Yen of Swords, because I don't know what yen is. I think it's money. Anyways. But this could have to do with like maybe betrayal or you could feel betrayed. You could feel like how come I didn't know this sooner? I would have, you know, helped. I would have done something. But really, I mean, people, I guess, speak their truth when they're ready. So try to maintain a balance about it. The good news is that the tower is falling. Hello. Illusions are kind of breaking down. And the good news about that is that you actually have something solid here to stand on. Whereas before, maybe you were in the dark. You didn't understand what was going on. Or maybe this child kept like a secret from you. It can, you know, involve some heavy feelings. What else is going on here? Overcoming this blockage here with this tower. What is this? Foundations are shaking. Maybe people said things that weren't nice about you. The Page of Wands. Maybe about what this child desires or what this person apologizing is wanting. It's going to be different for all of you. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit. Page of Wands is just a very small energy. Okay, it's just the beginning of. But I feel like this could make you go through like another transition of, you know, I mean, we all experience life as ebbs and flows and victories and defeats and all of it within our own realm and circle. You don't even have to leave the house with that sometimes, right? So what else do we have here? Why is this tower here? What is this blockage, please? A little bit more clarity for pile 3. Show me now. Oh my goodness. The tower and the tower, clarified by the tower. Okay. So this is going to be big. It's going to be a shocking reveal to you. I think this is, but the interesting part is it has to do with very small energy, but it's still going to be quite shocking. Show me more about this situation. What is this, please? With the 2 towers here, with a reunion that's going to shock and stun. Queen of Cups and the Fool. So somebody wants to take a chance with you. And this can mean like anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it could be. It could be an old lover returning and somebody who like neglected you. It could be a current partner that's been neglectful and they come out with some things and it's like, well, this is what I've been wanting for the whole time and that's why I've been distant. And or this could be, you know, somebody telling you things that you already know involving children, maybe a past connection that wants to return, because the 3 of Cups is about reunions as well and celebrations and gatherings, bar mitzvahs. And so this could be about somebody returning and wanting to take a risk with you. I'm hearing take a chance on me. This, like, I wasn't expecting all this heaviness from all this, like, really positive stuff. That's wild. But I feel like, you know, this area is always my divine masculine. And it could be energetic masculinity. It doesn't have to be like a physical thing. But I'm going to say that this person, you know, with the Queen of Cups, I feel like they could be bringing you emotional validation. They want to bring you like some thoughts and feelings. Maybe they want to discuss like how they have neglected your marriage or they've neglected you. Maybe this is, I'm hearing couples therapy. So some of you guys are going through therapy and trying to really fix things. Others of you guys, this does involve a child. And I'm dumping things on the floor. Just one moment, please. Let's see what we have here. So please don't be freaked out by it. Honestly, it's better to know what the truth is. in order to be able to kind of progress and move forward, because I feel like there might have been some stagnancy. Yeah, so Temperance. So there's a need for balance. So make sure that you are able to just really be balanced. And think about things in a balanced manner. It's funny because it almost looks to me like this Temperance card is kicking this Fool to the curb, right? I mean, just listen to how that sounds. And the Five of Cups. This could be like moving on. So if this is somebody like a romantic, it could be saying that they want to take a chance with you and kind of spill what they have been feeling after neglecting, because it was the neglectfulness. And it's almost like you're kicking them. It's like they want to make a move towards you, but you're like, yeah, no thanks. And you're walking away. Maybe perhaps the same way that they walked away from you. So there's a need for balance in this, regardless whether this involves like a confession or something like an apology from a child or a suitor. Situations are different, okay? Show me more on these two towers, please. You could have like two mind-blowing things that happen, that really things kind of make sense all of a sudden. They gel. Things that maybe you've been in denial about, things that maybe you have been in a stalemate with other people. Yeah, you've been waiting for somebody to make a move or to give you clarity for a long, long time. And this could be, you know, in both situations. Maybe there's been a lot of stagnancy here, a lot of waiting, a lot of not being able to progress any further. And I'm thinking about even this Parenthood card, because I did this reading twice. This is my second round trying to do the reading. And the first time I got it, and I left the same cards as the anchor cards, was neglectfulness. And so perhaps this Three of Wands is neglecting, you know, some form of a relationship, whether it's as a parent or as a friend or as a lover, I don't know. But waiting to get that clarity from a person, because there's a deep connection. This can involve a family. So if this involves somebody who has walked away from you, for example, they could be saying that, you know, while you've been looking to establish yourself and things like that, you know, I got married, I had a family, now I'm coming back for an apology. That's going to blow your mind. Your crown chakra, you know, what crowns our minds is really powerful, because that's where the beginning of everything is, really. And it's going to kind of shatter the foundation, like everything that you sit upon. And now I heard I stand on business. And I feel like that's your energy, because there's been a stalemate, a lack of communication, perhaps between you and a child, and you and a past lover, past partner, even a past best friend or something like that. There's something about, if it's definitely not like we're not speaking, there's definitely an energy of we need to kind of resolve this, but nobody's making a move. Okay, one more thing. Overcoming this blockage, please, for the win. Make sure that you keep your balance. Make sure that, you know, the less interference and lower vibrational things like alcohol or substances is going to really help you, because otherwise it will be very difficult to navigate this right here. The Knight of Swords are coming to bring you clarity about what, please? The Three of Pentacles, it could be about being involved in a third party, about what they've been collaborating with, cooperating with, what they've been doing, maybe their friends online and things like that. That could be quite shocking to you. Oh, goodness. Look at this moon, how gorgeous it is. Okay, you're not going to be, okay, you're going to be shocked by the validation, but you're not going to be surprised, because you feel an undercurrent here. You feel intuitively that something is going on. Rely on your intuition and get really, really centered, because you're going to need this time to rest and recuperate. With the Moon card, this can be things that are moving in the shadows that we don't really quite understand, and a need for not making a lot of decisions and not doing a lot of like reactions until we understand the full scope of things. Okay, so let's get a little bit more energy. Pile number 3, if you're liking this kind of reading, do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. What else do we need to know about overcoming blockages for the wind, please? Nature. Get out in nature. Get out in nature. But also, I feel like something about this tells me that's a natural evolution of things that can actually serve to blow your mind. So if you have like a parent-child relationship, for example, and they're growing up, it could be something that's like shocking that they're making decisions that you would never have stood for, that you've taught them differently. But keeping in mind that, you know, we all grow up sooner or later on this world, and we can only give tools to people and they have to make their own choices and options. So that could be part of it. It's a natural, you know, cause and effect. So allow for nature to take its course and do the best with what you have, and don't take on any more than you need to. Centering might be a good practice. I see 2020 right now. Interesting. So 2020, huh? So I feel like some of you guys even thinking about that year, which most of us are pretty traumatized by, right? This could have to do with maybe controversial things like, you know, getting the job, not getting the job. And I don't want to even talk about it any further. I think you guys know that if you've been on my channel, I'm definitely not okay with that. Moving on. Moving on. Okay, I gotta share. Not moving on. I had a patient sit at my table, and I think it was a few minutes into it, I actually started feeling, I don't even know how to explain it. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. My heart felt physically attacked. It felt like it was increasingly getting worse and worse and worse. And finally, because, you know, we had developed a rapport, I finally asked her, I'm like, can I ask you a really personal question? And you don't have to answer, you know, but it turned out that, you know, she had just gotten the vaccine within a 3-month window. And I've noticed that, like, you know, we're around people that have and have not and things like that. But I'm super sensitive. So if it's within 3 months, I can actually feel it in my body, my heart chakra. So hopefully not, but I wonder if that's what this has to do with somebody that you have really, you know, trained and asked not to do that. And maybe they did. I don't know. Like a child. Enchantment. So you could have been under some sort of illusion. Yeah, and illusions are kind of breaking down. So it is a time to kind of rest, recuperate, and allow for you with the number 2. 2 could be really significant. You could be seeing 222, or the number 2020 reduces to 4, something like that. So make sure that you are taking the time out that you need to process, drinking a lot of water, and being just very gentle and loving with yourself, because there is always hope. As long as we are breathing, there's always hope, right? So I feel like lean towards hope and see what you have built. Take time to smell the flowers, the roses. Look at more butterflies here. You could have a connection for sure in pile number 2 if you feel led to. You might have really long hair, or you might have really beautiful hair. Something about your hair. And her eyes are really kind of closed, and they look kind of sad in a lot of things. So try to, you know, do some self-care. You can't, seek your own peace, make peace with things, and even everybody has options and choices, and we can't really force our opinions and who we are and what we want upon other people. I just even think of this mother and child, and this could again have to do with parenting. And if you're not a parent, maybe you're answering to your parent. An awakening. So I feel like maybe somebody even can come to you and say that they made a mistake in doing this or something similar to that. Yeah. I think that you're awakening from maybe a slumber or coming out of a darkness that you weren't aware of because you were involved with hustle culture, and that is not a judgment. I'm just going to say that unfortunately I have kind of embodied that. For me, part of the hustle is like medicating on work, always doing something. So if I'm not at my 9 to 5 in theory, then I'm doing something like this, or I'm reading for clients, and it's been like that for many, many, many years. And that is a form of addiction and medication, medicating on being busy. Yeah. So just know that you can call on your guides, your spirit team, in order to overcome. Be sure to get centered, to get focused, to focus on your peace. Your wish is coming true. Celebrate your success. What did we just talk about? Celebrating your success, the stages in life, the things that you have done. And you have, yeah, you're going to have a lot of emotions and intuitions about, I definitely feel like one person from the past coming back, and then someone else may be making a confession that will essentially just, you'll not be happy with. But we all have to kind of grow from where we're at here, so your heart can undergo a lot of different things. These cards are so beautiful, but make sure that you celebrate your wins, okay? And be gentle with yourself. Be loving with yourself. Here's a moon again. Revelations. And here's the sun. Just know that, you know, there's, for everything, there is a reason and there is a season. So, but you're getting a lot of downloads, I feel, directly into your heart chakra. Allow spirit to lead you. Allow for hope to be alive and well within your heart. And allow spirit to guide you through navigating challenging and difficult times, okay? Taking care of yourself is going to be incredibly important. So that is what I have for you. Again, make sure to go see Toni Lynn's reading and find Soul Oracles. She's going to be doing a reading on what you are doing right. So much, much love to you. Until next time, namaste.